my ambrosia.
Oh, wait. I didn't quite run to where... Crap, where did it say the hunt was? Here. Hopefully that's it. Oh! I might be running into a fight that's a higher level than me, but you know, that's also chill. Where the heck is it? Am I foolish? I have... Oh, I am foolish. Michael, fix that.
No.
Why not? You don't want to de-fool me?
No.
Why not?
Be the fool.
Oh, Dune might be doing something that I'm kind of excited for. Dune might be making it to where you can transfer characters to a different world. Not other servers, but a different world. So I'll be able to... If say you or I were to get you the game, or we were on sale, I could get you the game and we could probably play on the same world. Because my server's probably full by now.
Yeah.
I hope that's the case.
Be safe.
That Chimera doesn't look very nice, believe it or not. It's an S-rank monster. Doesn't sound like he's friendly.
We don't get away on this one. Stay close, Tolor.
What the heck attack is that? Oh. Oh, that's ice. This is not going to be nearly as much damage as I was hoping. $83,000 damage. Still did not bring him close to death. What the? Okay. That was bad timing. 84,000 damage. Not bad, not bad. That's where I get orichalcum
Make
from.
someone your own size.
Okay. I don't think I can continue my side quest without doing the main quest here. But orichalcum was what I needed for a sword.
Don't tell me we've run out of cherries.
Trouble with your gear, or the sound of ringing still?
Has filled the streets of Dravozd since before anyone can remember, and there's not a smith worth his salt who didn't prentice under one of those village masters. Me and Zolan worked at old Vulcan's factory till our lungs burned and our skin turned black, but we were happy till we weren't. Things change, people change, and we can either change with them, or we can stay stuck in the past. Me and my old mate, we've chosen to put our past behind us so that Dravozd can have a future where young smiths can be proud of work done well and work done right, just like here.
Who knows?
Maybe someday, my apprentice will be someone else's master, and work them just as hard as I do him.
So, what it be?
So, I still need Dark Steel and Primitive Battlehorn, whatever the hell that is.
The one that is primitive battle.
You know, I never would have guessed that, Michael. So it sounds like I have a couple more monsters. I know I'm nearing the end of the game. You know how I know? I maxed out my inventory. Like, I can't get any more potions. And I'm about to take out the last Mother Crystal.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when.
And then I
you'd
have the
arrive.
DLC.
Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Thorn, the one they call the last king. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldemark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now.
Oh yeah,
fetch
everyone
Joshua from the
gathering in
shelves.
the ale hall.
Aye, aye,
That's
Captain.
fun. Michael, you want to meet in the ale hall? New quests.
Back again? What is it that you wish to learn?
I somehow keep getting more quests.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Please, my Lord Marquis.
What's
It was
this?
the greatest honor of my life.
To be appointed to his grace. I have served him in that capacity since he first began his journey across Valisthea. The purpose of which was twofold: to further the Undying's knowledge of Ultima, and to further his grace's knowledge of you, my lord. After he learned of your survival, your brother insisted that we try to trace your movements. Thanks to the investigations of my fellow acolytes, we learned of your having taken the name of
But
Sid.
now,
Our journey together is at an end. His grace bids me remain here and protect those you and he hold
so
dear.
I bid you.
My lord, if I might be so bold, please, look after him in my stead.
Your companions are kind indeed.
Everyone has been most welcoming. Lord Tarja has been especially gracious. Though I know something of the medicine arts, it is hardly enough to warrant the acclaim of one so
I
skillful.
must admit,
At first, I doubted that that her praise was sincere. We Undying are trained in what few simple skills might serve us in the field, but there is certainly no praise for those who excel in such
but I
endeavors.
see now.
This is your way. You encourage each other, that each might lend their strength to the cause, no matter how seemingly slight their contribution.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Tarja and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua, anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Let's do that quest first, and then I'll head back, and hopefully I'll be able to do the other side quest. My intention to do so, at least.
No holding back. Here's the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals. Just my luck. Well, I keep living till they're gone.
Oh,
There's only one thing for it.
freaking. I missed the timing. That sucks. There. I thought it'd be here for sure. Oh, I found it.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive. Right. That should do it. Let's get these back to you.
Yote. I'm probably gonna head to bed a little bit early since I need to head somewhere tomorrow, but
Yote,
Fair.
I brought back all the Stonerwort I could find. Will this be enough?
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Quest completed. Do I make another attempt to do the quest, Michael? Nah.
Nah.
Well,
That's what tomorrow's for.
no, I meant like the side quest. I'm gonna make another attempt to go to the side quest. I'll get some steel silk likely along the way. Oh, a gill bug, that's even better.
No mistakes.
Oi, the panther nearly hit me. That's a curl. Curls scare me. That gate still looks closed. You know what? I wonder if there's an alternate path into the town.
Thanks, Gal.
That's still inaccessible. But there's a path I've never taken before. At least when I look at the map, it says I have not taken it. I'm surprised we got Lego done today. Like, all of Lego.
The only one I don't think we'll do in 2 sessions is the Skywalker trilogy.
That's a lofty one.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I took a wrong turn at some point. That's alright. You believe I found the way to get to the quest? Yes. So 100% was doable. I just needed to approach it from another angle. Makes sense. And supposedly this should reveal more about Ultima.
Be safe.
Oh, it's a whole death.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. May still be survivors.
You're the one casting Protect. I don't appreciate that. I figured there'd be enemies here.
Whatever that thing is, say it's their leader.
That's not going to be enough to kill it, unfortunately. Ooh, it was. That was effective. I'm glad I've gotten to the point where I'm strong enough to actually just kill things like that.
Should have stayed in the past.
Like, once I get break a stagger,
This must be Cyril's
or once I get
comments.
an enemy into a stagger, it's usually either,
You
I only
have
have
our
to do it
thanks,
in one or two
stranger.
staggers, really, usually.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
Oh,
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey, I suppose I'd better get this back to
that was a
Cyril.
very short side quest. Very, very short one.
You are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
The Kretov report.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril,
It's funny because he
I know
exists
that you and
now,
your
by the
brethren
way,
answer only to
Michael.
Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice.
Oh, does he?
At least he's
Not further
online.
the cause of the Phoenix to
Want
have
me
his
poke him?
loyal followers surrender their
No,
lives
because
without good
I'm
reason.
still gonna stream. I just
Provide
started.
your survey parties with an
Well,
escort.
I'm gonna poke him
They might
anyways.
live
Oh.
to do their duty for years to
Well,
come.
you can
No,
poke
I
him.
might. Yeah, I'm gonna
Think
poke
not only of how you can
I
serve
might
the
head out
Phoenix,
then soon.
Okay.
but
if
how Joshua
he exists.
would want
So
you
tell him I
to
say
serve
hi.
him.
I will.
Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him.
He
As
says
first
not
shield
yet.
to the Phoenix,
No.
I'm sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our
He
duty.
is not real. Do not believe his lies.
Well, I fell for his lies, so that one's on me. I've unlocked a new place to fast travel to. Oh. What have you got for me?
Hope adrift on foam-flecked peaks, despair looms below. Yet in the dark, a flame is sparked that warms us in its glow.
I have no
You know
reason
how-
to assume.
Do I know what?
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman,
Do I know what?
Do you recall
Yeah,
when we
I'm
spoke
gonna
before on the
I'm
divinity of
play
our
Norman
blood?
Reedus
It
in the
inspired me to delve
Norman
deeper into the
Reedus?
subject. And what I
Yeah.
discovered
I don't
That's
know
right.
what that
agree
is.
with the findings
Oh.
of his grace.
Let
you
me
will
know how that
recall
game
my
is.
quest to uncover Ultima's
When you
origin
finish.
It's a
began with
Kojima
the
game.
lure of Enix
When you
gaming.
finish, let me know how
But
you
while I've
feel.
always known it to be important.
Yeah, I can tell you how I feel right now. Confused. Very
Do you like it?
One that will reveal
I have played very little
Master
game.
Clive,
A lot
have
of
you ever in
cutscenes,
your
very
travels
little game
chanced
so
to hear
far.
of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished. The oldest known
Which game I
religion
have
twins,
encountered
and though
is
its popularity eventually waned on
intriguing.
Storm,
Very unique.
hints of its dogma remain embedded in more
However, I do
faiths
want to
such
figure
as
out what the
Christian
fuck the Mario
Orthodox.
64 track was
Wait.
about.
You said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Walud.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us. Though in this
think
case,
that I could
it
play
would
it
not
with
have been
controller.
possible without
Was
the
that worth
musings of
it?
Moss.
Maybe. We'll
Play
try.
it with controller?
Yeah.
A copy of
Maybe.
my Mementos Chronicles all along.
Alright.
I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Okay. Intriguing. They had some very banger opening music, though. I will say that.
Fair.
That is one thing I will say about Kojima games is they may be weird, but they have a great like atmosphere and music to them usually.
I suppose. I haven't played too many, so.
Metal Gear.
My apologies.
I've played one Metal Gear game.
See, that's more
By
than
now you've
zero.
all heard where we're going and why.
But that's not
won't
many,
bother
which
you
I
with
said I
boring
haven't played
details,
many.
Only the important ones.
I
If we
did
attempt
not
to approach
disagree.
Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but
okay.
it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only
I'm not
have
gonna
to
lie, this game
participation,
got me at one point, by the
as well
way.
as slow our
Wanna know
march
why?
and
Why?
require supplies, which
Because you know how loading typically auto loads nowadays.
Joshua and I
Yeah.
will be going.
It got me with I didn't realize it 100% loaded and needed me to press a button to continue. So I was just sitting on the load screen like, huh. Sure, it's taking a while to load, isn't it?
Even longer than usual.
Once you've got the coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Fuck.
Inconspicuous is my middle name.
No,
But
not
like
the
Ella, am I
bleach,
leaving
it's
anyone
the
behind?
audio.
The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... Very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Yowza, my fucking ears.
It was louder.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want to work
Fuck
before you
it,
go.
fuck that.
Of course. Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold
Is
you
this
to
not
that.
my special house? Is this? Eh? No.
Well, I want to save that for next episode. So we're gonna travel there next time. Because that should be. Oh, and I need to tell Tomes my stories. Bum 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 ba-da-dum, ba-dum.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
Ooh, let's
If I may observe,
Your brother is possessed of a rare gift, and I do not mean the flames of the phoenix. Words, Clive. His findings on Ultima, the Circle of Malleus, are worthy of the great Moss himself. Should he choose to devote himself to this path, I hazard he could one day become quite the historian. But not before you and he finish your own story.
history can wait.
After all, for that is what it does.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Or Hippocrates, my
I
bad.
believe you will find most interesting.
There.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
I hath finished what I am able to do right now. And I'll save the rest for another time. See y'all.